Hey, it's the preacher, and it's time for another teachable moment. I'll put the birds over my left shoulder in case you get bored with what I got to say. At least you'll have something to watch. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and we woke up to what I'm going to say is 10 to 11 inches of snow. It started snowing yesterday about noon, and it didn't stop until just now. Yesterday, they said we would have 1 to 3 inches of snow. Today we have 3 to 10 times that much. They said it was going to snow. In the past, they've said it's going to snow, and we didn't even get a raindrop. I like the snow. This is good for me. I like watching the birds in the snow. I'll probably shoot a coyote before the day's over with. But it really got me thinking. Weather forecasters really don't forecast anything. I always call them the weather guessers. That's the best they can do, is an educated guess. And mankind has had roughly 6,000 years of studying the weather. And we've learned a lot about the weather. And we've even got radar and satellites and weather balloons and all these other things to track wind speed and storms and fronts and moisture in the atmosphere. But in the end, mankind is still guessing. And so I guess that's what I'd like to talk to you about this morning, is the predictions of man. Mankind can make educated guesses. He can look at data. He can come up with a theory. And by the way, that's what evolution is. It's a theory. They just kind of dropped the word theory off of it. But it's still a theory. It's not been proven. My point is, we tend to put too much stock in the predictions and guesses of man. We tune in to see what the weather guy's going to say, and he got it wrong. I had a pastor friend here, stayed with us night before last, and he got up this morning to hurry to South Arkansas because they were supposed to get 12 inches, maybe even 18. They didn't get any. We got it all. What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to just base everything you do off the predictions of man? Mankind makes a lot of predictions that don't come true. This is what I've done. I've sought out something that's more constant, more accurate. I've found something that's really 100% never, ever, ever been wrong. It's the Bible. It's been around for 3,500 years since the first couple books were written. The rest of them were written over a 1,500-year period by about 40 different authors. Everyone from shepherds to scribes, everyone from fishermen to felons. It was written in places like castles and caves and prisons. And over this 1,500-year time frame, with all these varied authors, we have more copies of this book than any other book in the world. We have more ancient manuscripts than all the other ancient manuscripts combined, basically. And every time in some dusty cave they uncover some jar of clay and pull out some half-deteriorated scroll and roll it out, they can compare that ancient dusty manuscript that's been laying there for 2,500 years to a current manuscript that was printed last week, and it's still the same. I'm trying to tell you, the Bible is accurate. In spite of everyone's false claims against it, when every human philosopher said the Bible would be obsolete, here we are in 2021. The weather guy can't tell me at 7 a.m. what it's going to do at 7 a.m. the next day. But the Bible's been laying it out for 3,500 years. Friends, it's time to get serious and quit relying on what mankind thinks will happen. There's no way the 40-plus authors of Scripture from such a varied background all came together to put together 66 books that make one cohesive unit that is in harmony from the last book to the first book, and all of it in complete harmony, 100% accurate. Every prophecy that's been made that should be fulfilled has been fulfilled. Therefore, with the 100% accuracy to here. I believe in the 100% accuracy after. And I believe in the 100% accuracy of what happens to me after I die. Because I'm not basing it on an educated guess. I'm basing it upon an inspired text. There's no other book like the Bible. Admit it. It's still here. It's outlawed. It's hated. Yet you can find it in a motel dresser, or you can find it on the coffee table in your doctor's office. Don't rely on men. They get it wrong. Look to the Lord. He's given us a book. Read it. A guess? He can come up with a hypothesis. Been out of high school too long.